Hello, everybody.
Howdy.
Welcome back to Hard Officers. I'm Kyle.
I'm Zach.
We're back in Hard HQ to lay down the truth about Ueno. Ueno is a very popular destination in Tokyo because it has one of the largest parks in Tokyo, has a lot of museums, has a zoo, and has a lot of old junk.
A lot of old junk.
Because it has a hard-off, which is where we got our name. We're finally going to another hard-off.
Finally. They're not that common in Tokyo, so we feel pretty special when we can actually go to a hard-off.
Yes.
Yes.
So, let's just jump in.
Absolutely. So we are in Ueno, as we just said, and there's an Amiya Yokocho, which is a really cool area right outside the station. I don't remember which exit of Ueno Station it is, but you hop out and you're underneath like a train tracks, and it's just right on your right. But it's a really busy area, but there's some real cool kind of markety stuff. There's the one thing that stands out in Ueno is they have it where you can pay 1,000 yen, and you can just put as much as you want to in a bag, like as it is. And it's not a thing where it's just like you grab a bag in the grocery and put like, you know, potatoes in it or whatever. It's like candy and stuff, and the guys are like, yeah, put more stuff in the bag, go, 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 like cheering you on. It's real interesting and cool. But the reason we're in Ueno is because they actually have a hard-off.
Our namesake. Starting off strong with the beautiful PS1 with its attached LCD screen.
Which is sweet. I had one of those when I was younger, and it was great for car trips, and I wish I'd kept it, because that stuff's valuable now.
I did too, because we were both spoiled brats. We had cool toys.
Our parents just bought us things, even though we had no right to have them.
It's like, fine, here's a PlayStation, shut up, let me drive.
Yeah, pretty much. This hard-off was good. It's small, but I feel like it's better stocked than the Shimokuzawa one in terms of like the kind of stuff that we're into by quite a bit.
Yeah, and you'll see they had some interesting stuff here that you don't see all that often in Hard Off.
It's true.
At least I don't.
Yeah. But definitely more game stuff.
So a bunch of consoles. They're all a bit on the higher end price-wise.
Yeah.
What they are.
Seeing those 64s for like 4,000 yen and more is surprising, because I literally like 2 days ago got an N64 boxed with 2 games for like 3,500 yen at a book off near where I live. So
yeah, I mean, it is Tokyo after all.
Yeah.
There are deals out there, but you got to be careful. Some places do charge a premium.
Yeah, that's like double what we paid for our Saturns.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, it is Ueno. It's like right in the middle of Tokyo, and so what else we got in here? There's a Dreamcast. Don't know what the price on that is. Looked like it was 4,000 something. So
yeah, 4,000 something.
Yep. What do we got over here? Oh, movies, TVs,
media players.
Yeah.
Standard hard off fare.
Pretty much. That is a 40,000 yen-ish thing. It's like almost $400. What is that?
It might be a Blu-ray player.
Or a Laserdisc player.
Oh.
Oh.
And over here is where some interesting things are.
Some Wonder Swan?
Wonder Swans, a 3DO.
Yeah. Arcadia Bandai? That's an old system. Nice. Sharp.
Is it a Sharp Famicom?
Yeah, that's a Famicom. I remember there was some. It's like that. These are all different models of Famicom, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Twin Famicom.
Crazy. They had
Pretty
some
rare
unique hardware
stuff.
here. God. Micros are
always
so
expensive.
PSPs, some Game Boys.
Nice
Those are
Game
expensive
Boys.
Game Boys, damn.
Yeah. Game Boys are in a bit of a bubble right now, I think.
Wonder Swan, nice. Paid less than half of that for mine. There's some sweet games on there. Cassette Vision, nice. That's
Monster Mansion.
Oh, what was the Epic Cassette Vision? They're another company that's gonna come up in the roguelike video coming up soon, by the way.
Mother 1 and 2.
Nice.
Goemon for... Wait, was that for N64 Super Famicom?
I think so. They also had Raiden Fighters for 360, I think it was, and that game is a good shoot 'em up. Game Boy.
Pretty sizable Game Boy game collection.
Mm-hmm. Super Famicom. Love the baggies. Makes it really easy to dig through games instead of having to like pull things out of boxes. I love being able to just flip through. Batman Returns, 2,500 yen. Is this?
With the manual.
Yeah, I don't even know what, like, if this game is any good or not.
I used to have it. It's really hard, but it's really nostalgic for me. I never beat it.
Oh! I had it on Lynx as a kid. I forgot. Atari Lynx. What is this we're looking at here? Simulation game? Is that a PC game? Oh, R-Type. For...
Just sitting in a box.
PC Engine.
Yeah.
Man. Necromancer, sweet.
For PC Engine?
Yeah, there's a bunch of PC Engine games in there. That's cool. Oh, I actually bought this at a different place. What's the price on there? 1,500? Yeah, I paid about 500 yen less than that in Nagoya.
In a box like that?
In the box.
The box is so cool.
Yeah, I love that art.
That's if you didn't see our Shinjuku episode, we talked about it there. You play the shopkeeper in the Dragon Quest games and buy items for the shop.
This is Goemon on N64. This game is awesome. Like, it's probably my favorite N64 game.
I ended up picking it up.
Yep, it's a good price.
In box for 1,000 yen.
Hell yeah.
Could do worse.
Oh, here's a thing. I want to say that, like, I've heard of this before, but it's really crazy. We thought that they were all individual buttons, but it's like you push one button in any row and all the other buttons move. So it's basically a piano or something. It's called a chromatone. I mean, like,
but everything you play is a chord, maybe?
Maybe. We don't.
Is that the idea? Yeah, we don't really know.
We were very confused. But
looked cool though.
Records.
Some records.
Ooh.
Always fun to look at. I don't have a turntable right now, and I don't think I'll be getting one anytime soon. Just space. Space is always an issue in Tokyo.
Yep.
Some real fancy looking speakers.
That's a $2,000 speaker.
Yes, indeed.
$1,000. They probably sound real good though.
Pretty cheap turntable.
Mm-hmm.
No idea if it's worth buying.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with turntables, because if you get a crappy one and it chews up your records, you're pretty SOL.
There's a fancy digital analog converter back there.
Ooh.
Always cool to see physical hardware dedicated to a specific purpose like that.
That is something that you are into, yes. What are these?
These look like more like headphone amplifiers, probably some digital audio or digital analog converters.
So
all
like
kinds of miscellanea.
Audiophile kind of stuff.
Like field recorders. Some nice like pro field recorders.
Nice.
That old Sony tape player is really cool. Or maybe it was just a radio.
Do some real cool field recordings of machinery in winter so we can release an ambient album.
Absolutely.
Speakers.
More media players and whatnot.
Nice.
Amplifiers. All kinds of stuff. That's why I like going to Hard Off. You can find stuff and wonder what it is and then look it up and find out.
Yep. You ready for a real cool shot? Cool.
Keyboards.
Keyboards. Always at every Hard Off, there's at least a few.
Yep. As
always
always,
tempting.
Tinker.
For 5,000 yen, you know you would get 5,000 yen worth of enjoyment out of a keyboard.
Absolutely.
Those old Bose audio players that are like, I remember them being advertised on TV as like sounding like a full surround sound system. Just dancing to the Hard Off music.
And
this thing was sweet.
Wood grain tape deck. It's actually modern. It's a USB tape deck.
Yeah.
But the knobs and the wood grain are pretty cool.
It's cool looking. I wish it was actually like a like period legacy hardware and not like a new thing made to look like period legacy hardware, but it's still cool.
Yeah.
Junk time. Gonna look at some junk. Love us some junk. Kyle spent like half an hour here staring at these Game Boys, debating on whether to get them.
It's like seeing a puppy that needs a home. I don't want these Game Boys to just rot in this junk section. That yellow one for 1,600, I mean, just for the parts and the cool case would be worth it. But I actually but I didn't have a functioning Game Boy Color. And you don't see those all that often, so I ended up picking that one up. For 2,160.
Did you end up popping it open to see if you could figure out what was wrong with the screen?
I did. I cleaned it. The screen looks pretty much good as new.
Really? Nice.
It has a little bit of burn-in, but it's still totally playable.
Damn.
The buttons are a little bit mushy, so I might just actually replace the buttons.
Nice. It's a WonderSwan, Vita, PSP, Game Boy Pocket, junk.
And that's pretty much what it is. Just
Yeah.
an assortment of all kinds of odds and ends.
This one had a lot of really cool stuff, though. I was like very, very impressed with the junk section at the Ueno
Like this
Hard Off.
Laserdisc complete
Yeah.
series of whatever anime this is.
It's some anime. It's a baseball anime, and that's all Laserdiscs. Like, God. What
That
was
must
it?
have been insanely expensive back in the day.
In high school, some friends and I, or our friends actually, I mean, they're friends with Kyle now too, but we watched Close Encounters of the Third Kind on Laserdisc at a friend's house because they had it. God, it was incredible. Laserdisc's amazing.
If I would like to find a player for cheap someday, but they're almost always, over $100.
The ones that are functional, like I feel like if you found one for cheap, it would have to be so broken you might as well just pay the extra, however much it is, and get one.
Look at the stack of Sony components for 1,000 yen.
It's just
Like, some of those are cool, but they're bundled together, so I think you would have to buy all of them to get the ones. Like, I wanted the tape deck only.
yeah, that's a cool tape deck.
But I don't think it was possible.
It says that the CD player played CDs there on the little note, so I mean, like, some of it surely works, but
This big professional, like, stage-looking stand for probably, like, a big monitor or speaker.
yeah.
And this
CD. Oh yeah, this is a CD changer. Look at that crazy thing.
a carousel CD changer.
It's so cool.
So unnecessary, but
Yeah.
neat to look at.
All these old, like 90s boomboxes, like not cool boomboxes, like chunky 90s ones. Except for that. That thing is sweet.
I bought that one.
You did. Lenses and cameras. So many lenses and cameras. God. It's just like, since I actually use cameras and know how like sensitive that equipment is, I just could never get up the guts to buy a lens that's just been sitting on a shelf with no protector or anything. Like,
Yeah, some people like to buy them and tinker and fix them. I have a friend who's crazy at fixing cameras.
really, damn. Dude, look at this sweet Disney DVD player. I want to watch some violent movies on that.
1,000 yen.
Dude, I want to watch like Django on that. Pretty nice. Whole bunch of audio receiver thingies, I think. Ooh. That wood grain.
Yeah, that's the one I spent a lot of time looking at. Just this cool old heavy duty, dedicated to one purpose physical equipment. It's really cool, but also terrible for Tokyo.
Yeah, it's I feel like even if you're not living in Tokyo, it's just like, unless you're way out in the country in a giant house. Oh yeah, this monster of a thing.
I made Zach pick it up so that I could actually get it on video.
It was so heavy. Like it weighed so much.
It's a
God.
Betamax player, I think.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool though. I mean, like, you would have to find betas to play on it, which is not gonna happen, but it's still so cool.
How would I even carry that back to my apartment?
I'll just set it on your lap on the train. Look at these little guys.
That's all you need to say about that.
Yep.
Katamari
Oh,
Damacy for 100 yen.
Yeah, you bought that,
Yes,
right?
please. Yeah.
Yeah. What a deal. Oh, Kingsfield 3? Oh. Did you get that or no?
I didn't.
No.
I think it was missing the main art. The jewel case was a bit beat up, and
yeah.
Eventually I'll find it somewhere else.
Some Saturn games, Dreamcast games.
And this is in the junk section. All
yeah,
of these
are
games
junk,
probably
so,
work.
Yeah, they probably work, and they're all really cheap. Like, I bought this 100 yen for Front Mission 2. Hell yeah, it's a great strategy game, and I love old like mech stuff. Very cool.
It's weird that they put so many of those games in the junk section.
But I feel like it's like they have people who come with like 100 and some games, just piles of stuff. They have to process through so much. It's just got to be a process of picking which one. Oh, now we're at the Ueno Book Off.
That's right.
Yep, look at that book off.
And before you go in, they have these handmade diagrams of the sections in the store.
Which is so awesome.
Yeah. Somebody sat down and physically made these with paper. They could have like made it in Photoshop and printed it off, but no.
Nope, they made it by hand. That's pretty common in Japan though. It is. You run into every now and then you run into like that rare magic convenience store where like they have handmade displays for just normal food and stuff. And
like
this
bulletin
sweet
boards with pictures of their pets and stuff.
This totally sweet thing. It is very special
will be
to be
the
with
path
you.
to an enriching and joyous world for our future.
It's our new motto as hard officers. So here we are inside. You want a purse? You can get a purse.
Yeah, book offs, I mean, they sell everything. Some of them just sell clothes. Some of them sell, of course, books.
Yep. That's, like I said just a bit ago, that N64, I never really see N64 games at my local book off, but they had somebody bring in a system with a couple games, so they just paired it all together, sold it for real cheap. So, you know, sometimes you get lucky. But this one's pretty nice. I mean, like, it's not terribly roomy. I feel like it's a pretty normal sized book off for Tokyo.
Yeah.
And look at that boy.
That's
he looks
me.
Good. He looks good. We were pretty tired at this point because we've been running around since like the morning. I remember.
Yeah. We actually went to Ikebukuro the same day, then hopped over to Ueno.
Yep.
So this book off's not really worth going out of your way, I would say, but if you're in the area,
I feel like the hard off and the book off together make Ueno worth it, honestly.
That's true.
Yeah. Get yourself some no box UMDs.
So many loose games.
Get the Eddie Murphy version of the Nutty Professor on UMD video with no box. Dude, PlayStation 4. I want a VR real bad, Kyle.
Yeah, me too. I want everything.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. I like those checkers on that DS. I think it's just a sticker, but it's cool looking.
It's like a ska DS.
Dude, I mean, yeah, I was a ska kid in high school, so that's why I'm drawing checkers still, but that Rockman game, that Mega Man game was pricey. I don't know which one it was. Oh, Turtles in Time?
That's a lot for a loose cart. I saw somebody on Twitter recently got Turtles in Time at Hard Off for 200 yen, I think.
What the hell?
Yeah, crazy. God. That's why Hard Off and Book Off is fun. Sometimes things do still slip through the cracks.
Yeah, if you have the option to like go to Hard Offs and Book Offs regularly, what's that?
It's a Hori PS4 D-pad controller.
Nice.
Hori makes great controllers.
Some Rockman and Fort, which is Rockman and Bass, I think, in America. Turtles in Time, yeah.
Rockman 7.
Oh. Namco Super Wars. It's a, I don't know, it's a WonderSwan game. Oh, Ark the Lad, nice. There's a Shiren the Wanderer, which is another one of them roguelike games. I've got that in the box. PlayStation. Oh.
Zach getting sensual with the spines of these PlayStation games.
Absolutely, I just touch them real good. Wu-Tang Shaolin style. It's actually a really sweet fighting game with Wu-Tang, that totally sweet rap group, doing some fighting moves, fighting each other.
Seems like
Isn't
not
this
a
the
terrible
game that
price
was-
for that.
This is originally intended to be Thrill Kill, right? That really violent one that got canceled or something like that.
I don't even know.
I want to say there's some history behind the making of that game. It's pretty interesting. Strategy guides. Oh. Gun Survivor 3. This is another one of the light gun games, which I don't know how the Dino Crisis one is, but PS2, you walk with the D-pad, and then if you pull the trigger, it goes into first person, and you can shoot at the screen to attack enemies. So it's like a first person, yeah.
But you need the light gun.
Yeah.
Here's
And
Let's Take the A Train. It's pretty highly revered simulation game for running a train company, I think.
There's
But
a lot of that kind of stuff. Oh, it's Art Dink. That's why you know, Kyle. Now I
Yeah.
know why. I see what that was about.
Super Famicom in a box, you don't see that all that often.
What the hell? That was
Boxes-
really cheap.
Box is beat up though.
Yeah, but that's so cheap. I really want a Super Famicom, but I'm trying to find one for like 2,000. What the hell? Why didn't you tell me that this is so cheap? Oh, but no power video. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's-
you got to be careful in book offs and hard offs because the AC adapters and controllers are the expensive part. So you're usually better off, even though a console looks really cheap, to buy one of the box versions
yeah.
because it includes everything.
Or you can just buy this Hanshin Tigers GameCube for like 6,000 yen or whatever the price was.
And it
just
has
now,
the Game Boy
5,500.
player, but probably not the disc.
And the disc is the expensive part of that, so.
All things to be mindful of.
Yep.
It's cool though.
Man.
Not a GameCube you see very often.
I feel like that's like the quintessential, like, why does this edition of a console exist? Like, there's a lot of them, but that's the one that everybody's just like, what the hell, why? So, oh, here we are.
That was Ueno.
Yeah, it was
Um,
good.
It looks like you just picked up that front mission too, right, Zach?
And I got the Wonder Swan Digimon game that, by the way, I played on the bus on the way home the next day, and it froze after a little bit, so I think it's busted.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it's not really worth taking
That's no
back 'cause
good.
it has the box. I'll just find a loose version for cheap and pair it with that box and problem solved.
It's a
But
good way to do it.
what did you get, Kyle?
So lots of cheap finds. Got that Katamari Damacy for 100 yen. Classic
Ooh.
game, great soundtrack,
Yeah,
always fun. And Goemon, which I still haven't played at all, ever, in any
It's-
form.
it's so good. I love that game.
So looking forward to jumping into that. Picked
Yeah.
up a Game Boy Color for about 2,000 yen. And a little tape deck radio thing. I've tinkered with it a little bit. The tape deck doesn't work, so that's a bummer. And the radio, it was really hard finding a channel that wasn't just fuzz.
Did you actually find one?
Yeah, J-Wave.
Whoa.
If you've ever been to Japan, J-Wave is the really popular bilingual radio station. They play like Japanese and Western music, and the hosts speak Japanese and English. So I could pick up
That's-
that station.
That's cool. Now you have a way to listen to J-Wave, Kyle.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
study my Japanese and learn hip new music along the way.
I noticed you can see the screen burn in on the Game Boy Color in this shot, by the way.
Yeah.
Like right in the center. So,
Yeah, there's a little bit of burn in,
yep. But, I mean, for that price, can't complain.
and it's still playable.
Yep. Very cool.
So that was Ueno.
Yes.
If you're in the area, check out the Hard Off and Book Off. You might find some neat stuff like we did.
Yep, and there's good places to eat and just enjoy the atmosphere too. So it's definitely worth a trip, I would say, even aside from the whole like thrifting side of
And
things.
there's one of the biggest parks in Tokyo is there, and they have a lot of museums. There's a zoo there. It's a cultural hotspot within
I
Tokyo.
love it. Yep.
So thanks for watching.
Yes.
As always, if you liked it, then let us know. Either in
Yeah.
the comments or by liking the video, by subscribing to the channel so you can see more of this cool stuff.
Yep.
We'd love to have you. Thanks for stopping by and taking a trip to the beautiful historical cultural landmark that is Ueno in Tokyo.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
See ya.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back to Hard Officer. Maybe we flipped the monitor.
Yeah, can you flip that little thing around for us on the left there? I can't see us. You look too stupid. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay.